have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Lance. Swinging this out for Pollard. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Baylor Tiger! Baylor Tiger!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side, Thornton with it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Ready?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Again, Herbert. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Home trips right. Let's go. Tip.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. After the turnover, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready. Ready.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Cowboys at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now is Lance. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Kappa. Set.
Herbert now. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
59. Ready.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Grenade.
7-7, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Set. Let's go. Wide is
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Herbert on third down now. He wants it all for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this is going to be no good. He misses it off to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Pollard again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Black shot. Red cycle. Set.
Lance looking to throw it. He finds his man, Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 28. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Set. We're going orange. Hey, ram.
To the air again, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Set.
2nd and 10.
5-9. Go. Ready.
Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Ram. Hey, go line.
Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyquan Thornton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3.
Ready.
It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ready.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And Lance now to throw. That escapes the sack. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. great play there. 60 yards. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
First down, and they stick with Eckler. Oh, what a move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Home troops right. Let's go, let's go. Set.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Set.
Now a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Herbert throwing again. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyquan Thornton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Cowboys pressure, gets there this time for the sack.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Slide two.
On first down, Lance. Uncorks one for Davis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Edo blue. Clock 10. Set.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
59, 59. Ready.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Crowd right. Why did they not?
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Herbert. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
21. 5-9, 5-9.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
10 cycles. Seal, black. Blaster, 6. Ready.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lance. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Lance now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stanley. Now inside the 25. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll look to set up his blockers. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
You have to figure with this offense on 2nd and inches, they're in ideal shape, but then they end up getting an incompletion, a run stuffed on 3rd and inches, and you look around and say, how did it become 4th down?
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he'll get nothing out of that one. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Herbert going to change the look.
Hey, go Lion. Ray.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Lance now on 1st down.
He finds his man complete. That's Stanley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The Lance going to throw.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Over the middle, it's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey.
This will get the lead up to 7. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Hold me to its right. Set.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Let's go, let's go.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Red cycle. Blue striker. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Okay,
working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Flag blue. Claws red. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Pollard will take it up the gut. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10.
12. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Throwing, Herbert. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down.
Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set.
Herbert.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10.
59. Ready.
Now Herbert.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you. But you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They've still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Crowd right. Set.
Herbert.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Lance looking to throw.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Drill 52. Fury, yellow.